the Ipswich historian, and he's going to talk about breaking your neck in a bizarre way in Ipswich. How are you, Harold?
Oh, look, I'm staying safe because strange things doesn't happen. And yet, nice, easy, relaxing music. Great playlist on West Bremer Radio, by the way.
Stop giving him a rap. Don't rap him. But anyhow, tell us about this breaking your neck.
Yeah, look, throughout Ipswich history, there are plenty of deaths with people falling off horses and lingering for days. But I've got here 4 deaths from just 100 years ago or so, all of which are very different.
Right.
All were mercifully instantaneous, and importantly, there's a lesson in them for all of us.
Right.
So listen up. Now, the first happened as innocently as you could imagine. In 1912, John Fallon left work and went to his home in Gibbon Street, East Ipswich. He had dinner and dozed off on his back veranda, as you do. But then the bizarre happened, because in Fallon's doziness, he rolled down the steps, head first, and broke his neck. He died instantaneously. But I guess he just had a good dinner, so I suppose that's a good way to go. Then the second example happened in a school playground. And that was in 1925 at the Silkstone State School. It was during lunchtime, and a number of girls were playing around one of those poles with chains hanging off them. You know the one you each hold the end of the chain and swing around? I remember playing on them when I was young. I thought that was stupid, but I played on them. Yeah. Now, the children were each holding a ring and swinging around when the pole broke.
Right.
And it fell on top of one of the girls and broke her neck, killing her instantly. This was at school. Her name was Annie Donaldson from Station Road in Boovale, and she was just 10 and a half.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, and then the third example incredibly happened at the Brisbane Ekka, and yet I don't remember ever hearing anything about it. Right, so it was in front of a big crowd. It was in 1931 in the main arena.
Well, you weren't around in 1931.
Yeah, but I'm at a store and I listen out to these things. But anyway, I'm telling you now, because in the afternoon session of the Ekka's horse riding competition, it was brought to a sudden end. That's because of a fatal accident involving the noted Ipswich horseman, Cornelius McAuliffe. Now, he was from Down Street in North Ipswich. His horse hit the 4th jump. McAuliffe was thrown forward, head first, hit the ground and broke his neck. And again, death was instantaneous. Now, what's interesting here is that I think Cornelius McAuliffe may have been the grandfather of the late Senator Ron McAuliffe, who, of course, was instrumental in founding the State of Origin Rugby League.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for a broken neck, the McAuliffe family history may well have taken a very different course. Now, the last one I'll tell you about was particularly unusual. It was in 1936 when an 18-year-old farmhand by the name of Douglas Kerslake from Riverview was working out at Amberley. He was in the paddock and went down to the creek to adjust a stock drinking trough, which was actually a heavy, hollowed-out log. Now, as he rolled it near to the bank, it gathered speed and he lost control. In trying to stop the log from rolling into the creek, he ran around in front of it. When he attempted to check it, he fell. His head was caught in the hollow of the log and his neck was broken. Again, death was instantaneous. And just 12 months earlier, an Ipswich policeman had broken his neck and was killed instantly at the front gate of the Kerslake family home at Riverview, which was a bit of a spooky premonition of what was to come. So, Danny, there's a lesson in all of this for us. Be careful when dozing on your back veranda. It can kill you. Or play on swings, go to the Ekka, and never, ever stick your head in a rolling log. It can be deadly.
Well, Stu Marshall's listening. He loves your stories. That's why he tunes in. And he said the playground swing with the chains and rings. And I think I remember them. When you think about them, they were flaming dangerous.
And they were heavy. Those rings, I remember, the chain hit me in the back of the head. I didn't enjoy it. The whole pole falling on you?
Just quickly, I remember the time used to be the things we spun around in and they'd be that flaming hot and you'd jump on their bare feet, boiling hot. My brother John at Kangaroo Point there in Pineapple Park used to try to swing me off it, go the clappers, and he did. I flung me off the flaming things. Where are you young people today? You got no guts.
Hilarious.
We were tough those days.
tough and funny. It was fun.
He used to push me on the
Get
swing and
flung
try to
against the
and
fence,
make it go over the top. Like, you know, they're going to harden up, the young people today. They'll end up with breaking their thumbs doing their texting. Anyhow.
Oh, they'll break their fingernails or something.
Yeah, you're right. Now, let me tell you, I just need to find out about how we can find out this story and all the other stories you've written about Ipswich.
Yeah, there's like 222 stories. About Ipswich, short stories just on Ipswich. And go to historyouthere.com.
There's got to be there's a book there. Come on, Paul Tully and Paul Tully.
Careful.
Anyhow, look, thank you, Harold the H. P. Cockadoodle-doo. He is exclusive. Well, he's not really. Right here on West Bremer Radio.